you. Good morning. Welcome to your yoga practice, and good morning to Trudy, who just came on through. All right, let's go ahead and drop in for some easy breathing. You can scan the environment you're in and then eventually close your eyes. Let yourself sit tall. If the body wants to move, let it move. Just notice how you're feeling, what you're feeling, and where. This month we are exploring Pratipaksha Bhavana, or cultivating the opposite. A thought for the day: firm ethical standards and an attitude of fairness give me the strength to counteract negativity. Firm ethical standards and an attitude of fairness give me the strength to counteract negativity. Let's move into a rhythmic 4-7-8 breath. So this is from Dr. Andrew Weil. It's where we inhale for a count of 4, hold full for 7, exhale slowly through the lips like you're breathing out through a straw for a count of 8. And studies have shown this can help calm and downregulate our systems. So you can go at your own count or join me, letting the breath go. Then inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 4, hold full 7, breathe out 8, in, hold, out. Breathe in, hold full, keep the shoulders and the face relaxed. Breathe out. One more at your own count. Breathe naturally. And just check in with yourself. How did that breath feel for you? All right, let's do some figure 4 reclined. So coming onto your back. And when you get there, draw the right knee in towards your chest. Left foot can stay on the ground. Let's then drop the right knee to the right side, so opening the leg out. Then cross the leg over the left. So you could cross figure 4, right ankle at left thigh, or maybe slide the right shin or knee onto the left thigh. And then draw your legs in towards your chest. If anything doesn't feel quite right, just try a different angle for crossing your legs. And you could bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs and hips and just give yourself a little warming massage. Swaying the hips and legs can feel good. You might extend your left leg, that bottom leg, up to the sky, pointing the toes, flexing the ankle. And put a bend in your left knee again. Let's let the legs fall over to the left side, bringing yourself into a twist. Maybe this time we stretch the right arm up alongside the head. And unwind. Both feet on the ground. Bring your feet out about as wide as the mat. You could open your arms out wide and then let your legs fall to the left side. Imagine pressing your hips then over to the left. And then bring the knees through center and let them fall over to the right side. Then imagine pushing your hips over to the right, so kind of exaggerating the hip flexor stretch. Come back through center, over to the left. Give that extra press through the hips. Come through center, let your knees fall to the right, and again, push the hips over there. And come through center. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Drop it down to the left side. And then bring it up and over, crossing it over the right leg. Then drawing both legs in towards your chest. Make any adjustments so that you're getting the most pleasant hip stretch here. And maybe swaying the hips, bringing some movement in. And then we could stretch the bottom leg, the right leg up towards the sky. Spread the toes wide, point, flex, circle. Movement through the ankle. Bending into your right knee, you can let the legs then fall over to the right side. Taking your twist, and try stretching the left arm up alongside your head. And come back to center. Both feet on the ground. Bring them to the edges of the mat. Let your knees fall over to the right side. Then imagine pushing your hips, especially your left hip, a little farther over to the right. Look for a stretch in the left hip flexor, that front hip area. Then come back through center. Let your knees fall over to the left side. Kind of exaggerate pushing your right hip over to the left. Look for a stretch in the quadriceps, the hip flexors. Come back through center one more time each side. Legs falling to the right. Pause for that extra press. Returning through center. Legs fall to the left. Give that extra press. From here, we can just roll onto our side and press ourselves up. Let's go ahead and come into tabletop. Good, so hands and knees. Keep in mind we can also come to fists if the wrists ever need a break. On an inhale, drop your belly down, look up. On an exhale, arch your spine up, looking towards your navel. Do that a few more times at your own pace. Cow and cat. Synchronizing the breath with the movement. And for the next couple exhales, let's also press our hips back and down, passing through child's pose, and returning to cow, cat, and child. And returning to tabletop. All right, let's lift the left knee off of the ground. So engage your core, shift the weight into the right leg, really push the top of the right foot, the shin and knee down into the ground. Left knee hovering off of the ground. And then let's draw the left knee up towards our chest, then out to the left, and then back. So we're going to trace some really big circles with the left knee. Keep breathing while you do this. Switch the direction of your circles. Good. All right, setting your left knee on the ground. Pause for a breath. And then we'll shift the weight into the left side, so really push down through the top of the left foot. Let the right knee lift off of the ground, core muscles super engaged. Draw the right knee up towards your chest, out wide, back. Draw those big circles. Keep breathing slow, full breaths. And switch directions. One more circle. Ooh-wee. All right, set the right knee down. Let's press our hips back, taking child's pose. Maybe today you want to bring the elbows to the mat, hands together in prayer, dropping your head. Breathe in nice and slowly. As you're ready, plant your hands. We'll rise up through tabletop and then find your downward facing dog. We have rules in this house about not disturbing or relocating cats. So, all right. In your downward facing dog, it could feel good to shake your head out, maybe nod your head. And then put a generous bend in your knees and bounce a little bit. So we're kind of bouncing the hips, bouncing the legs. And then coming to stillness, press the chest towards the thighs, head's heavy. Slowly shift your heels and your hips over to the right side, exaggerating the stretch through your left side body. Then come back through center, then slowly shift your heels and your hips over to the left side, looking for a stretch in the right side body. And come back to center. We'll walk our feet up to meet our hands. Uttanasana, forward fold at the top of the mat. On your inhale, lift up halfway, squeeze the shoulders together. Exhale, fold down. On your inhale, rise all the way up. Big full body stretch to the top. And exhale, hands down. Let's hook the thumbs and then pull the arms up overhead again. Keep pulling the fingertips up. Shift your weight into your left leg and slide that right foot back in space. Then try sliding the right foot back behind the left heel. Pulling up and over to the left. So we're in a side body stretch. Try to notice the right hip. And come back to center. Relax your arms down. Maybe give them a shake out. Hook the thumbs. You might do the opposite hook, other thumb in front. Pull the arms up. Really stretch the fingertips up. Shift your weight into your right leg. Slide the left foot back in space. Try sliding it over then so it's back behind the right foot. Pull up and over to the right side. Stretching the whole left side body, especially notice the hip area. Full cycle of breath here. And let it go. Come to stand tall. Shake out the arms if they want that. All right, on an inhale, let's stretch to the sky. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, hands touching the ground or blocks. Step the right foot back in space. You might put a blanket under the right knee if you have one available. Good. With the right knee on the ground, press your hips forward and down. Maybe look up. And then imagine squeezing your legs towards each other so the hips will move up and back a bit. Then draw your right foot towards your right hip. Press the hips forward and down again. Looking for a stretch through the quadriceps. So this is enough for a lot of us. Maybe someone out there wants to reach one or both hands back in space. So you have the option to take a twist here, sweeping the left arm back. Some people like to catch the foot with both hands. Of course, you could use a strap here as well. We'll stay for several more breaths so you can get situated. And keep in mind that we want a pleasant stretch sensation. Anything that's causing us to grimace or scowl might be a little too much. Maybe press the hips forward and down a little more, putting some healthy strain on the joint. Keep the breath full. And slowly release. Hands coming to blocks or the ground. Let's tuck the right toes and step ourselves right back into downward facing dog. If you put a blanket on the mat, you'll want to move that out of the way. And then a few breaths in down dog. From here, inhale forward into your plank pose. Keep moving forward onto your tippy toes. Bend your elbows, lowering down a little. Untuck your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right heel to the sky, three-legged dog, and then shift forward into plank, stepping or swinging the right foot to the top of the mat. Bring that blanket back in if you want it under your knee. Drop the left knee down. Press your hips forward and down, look up. Then imagine squeezing your legs towards each other. You could carefully bend the left knee, pulling the foot towards the hip, pressing the hips forwards and down again. Breathing here, you might stay, or you could stretch one or both hands back in space. Several breaths. Can the breath be just a little bit more full? Notice if the mind is with you or wandered off into the day ahead or the days behind. Stay right here. One more slow one. And then we'll plant our hands, carefully release the toes to the ground. Lift the left knee off of the blanket. We can scoot the blanket out of the way and find our way back to downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. You can let your body move, or you could settle into stillness. From downward facing dog, lift your left leg up to the sky. Look ahead, step or swing that left foot to the top of the mat. Big step up with the right foot, fold forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's sink our hips down a little like a tiny chair pose and shift your weight over to your left leg. Engage your glutes. Imagine everything kind of hugging into the center and see if you can lift the right foot off of the ground. So you might stay right here working with balance, or maybe you can cross your right leg over your left. If that's not happening today, you could also bring the toes to the ground and cross them in front of your left foot and leg. Some people are able to wrap their right ankle around the back of their left calf. Depends on a lot of factors. If you can do it, go for it. Good. Let's open our arms out wide. And then give ourselves a hug with the left arm on bottom. Hands can be on your shoulders, or you can release your hands, tops of the hands coming together. Garudasana, eagle pose. Imagine really squeezing the legs together, squeezing the core muscles in, squeezing the arms into each other. Breathe. And then let's release. Take a wide stance, maybe shake out the arms, wiggle the hips a little. Hands can come to the hips to give a little warmth. All right, bringing your feet closer together, hands at your heart, hug everything in, sit your hips back and down into a small chair pose. Shift your weight into your right leg. Really hug in the gluteal muscles, the core. Coming up to the left toes, maybe lifting the left foot, crossing the left leg over the right any way you can. Everything's hugging in. Keep breathing. Garudasana, or eagle pose, is tricky stuff. Let's see how it goes. Inhale, open your arms out wide. Exhale, give yourself a hug with the right arm on bottom. Lifting those elbows off of your chest. Maybe you lift your hands off of your shoulders. Breathe. One more breath. And let it go. Take a wider stance, shaking out the arms, maybe shimmy the hips side to side. And then pivot on your feet so the heels are in, toes and knees point out. Lift your arms up overhead, big inhale. Then exhale, slide down into your goddess pose. You could shift your weight side to side. On an inhale, lift up, reach up, maybe look up. Exhale, slide back down. Then bring your hands to your thighs, lean forward, dip your left shoulder towards the center. Come back to center and then dip the right shoulder in. And come back to center, hands to the ground. Pivot on your the balls of your feet, so now our heels and toes are in alignment, folding forward. Let the head get heavy here for just a couple breaths. All right, from your wide leg forward fold, heel toe your feet in close enough that you can drop your hips all the way down to the ground. And then we'll go ahead and roll onto our spines. Coming right back where we started. Let's draw the right knee in towards our chest, then cross the right leg over the left. Draw both legs in, and then drop them over to the left side. If there's a different version of a twist that you know would feel best to you, go ahead and give that to yourself. Just a couple breaths. And unwind, come back to neutral. Left knee in towards your chest, then cross the left leg over the right. Pull both legs in towards your chest and let them drop to the right side. Or settle in for your favorite version of a twist on this side. And release. You can bring both feet to the ground and let your knees knock together in the center, maybe resting your hands on your front hip points or your sides. Engage your core muscles and slowly slide your feet down on the mat, stretching your legs out long. Release your arms out wide, palms facing up. Allow yourself to rest just as you are. All people want to be heard, understood, valued, and loved. Pratipaksha Bhavana is the principle of investigating the other side of a story, witnessing an obvious wrong and doing what we can to rectify it, or listening to another's point of view. Firm ethical standards and an attitude of fairness give me the strength to counteract negativity. Giving yourself a stretch, deepening your breath, bringing movement back in after your moment of rest. And when you're ready, you can return to your easy seat, maybe scanning the space around you with your fresh eyes. Let's bring the hands together at our hearts and give ourselves a small bow of gratitude for showing up, for taking care. Gratitude to the ancient teachers and teachings for giving us this path. And to close with an Om, let's take a big breath in. Deep bow of gratitude. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.